I think it's great that we're honoring Ed's memory on this day that they're giving out Oscars in Hollywood. I think Ed's probably getting his special Oscar right about now, if he hasn't already. Just a brief remembrance. I remember the first time I met Ed. He was visiting New York, and I was in New York. But unfortunately, Melissa was out of town working somewhere. And she called me and said, "Guess what? My dad's in town. You have to go meet him." I said, "By myself?" She said, "Yes, you have to do this." And she'd warned me that he liked to talk a lot. So I was prepared. But I was very nervous, as one might be meeting the father of your future bride. And I went and met him, and he definitely gave me the hairy eyeball. Who's this guy? This guy from Brooklyn. But once he understood that I could speak movie, we got along great. And in fact, it was a very relaxing afternoon because really all I had to do was listen. And it's really been my privilege to have been mostly listening to Ed for the past 9 years. And I think about those 9 years, which really is such a small fragment of his life, but had such an enormous impact on my life. I learned so much from him, not only because of the incredible knowledge he carried with him about movies and our shared love for Melissa and for cinema, but I also learned so much about the way he lived his life. And I will always be inspired to the day I die to live life like Ed did and be fearless. And here's a guy who, at age 70, retired and just changed his entire life. Traveled and then started a new career. This lasted another 21 years. Just a really amazing, inspiring character, and all over his over. And Melissa mentioned that and I mentioned that she had warned me about how much he loved to talk. And we had so many long car trips, often to see the family out in New England. And Caitlin once, my daughter, was with us in the back seat, and she was very young. And she leaned over to Melissa and said, "Doesn't he ever get tired?" I think one of my favorite memories also was on that long trip. I was trying to listen to the navigator, because I'm from Brooklyn, what do I know about New England? I have a family around me. And whenever the navigator's voice came on, Ed just spoke louder. It was just great. In closing, I think it's interesting to note a few things. One is that Ed's first movie that he saw as a boy was a silent film, I think in 1928. And the last movie he saw was a digital 3D movie called Hugo. And also, he was born before there was commercial aviation, and yet he died with a Facebook page. So really, I think what we're here to do today is to celebrate this. He had a great impact on all of our lives, and we're all really grateful to have known him.